You get a call. The number on the screen flashes a local number. So you would think it's a local call, somebody locally is trying to reach out to you. You pick the call and you're pleasantly surprised that it's a friend of yours who is based in the US. So you ask him, hey, are you in town? He says, no, I'm still calling from the US. Why? So you say, no, I'm seeing a local number. Your friend is also perplexed. He says, no, I'm calling from my phone. I don't know why you're seeing this number. Anyways, you forget it. You get on with the conversation. You have a happy conversation and you end up. You've just been part of a very, very prevalent fraud where international calls are routed as a local call to the end receiver, and your operator just lost a bunch of dollars on this one call. Now, extrapolate that to many, many hundreds and thousands of minutes of calls every day, every week, every month, every year. I think you get a drift of the kind of losses that the operator faces when someone is doing this kind of a bypass or this kind of a fraud of routing an international call as a domestic one. At Subex, we intercept such conversations, such calls, and we enable our operators not only this fraud, but a whole portfolio of fraud detection and investigations and end-to-end management. That's what we do at Subex. Hi, my name is Arundeep Sivaraj, and I'm a Director of Business Consulting at Subex, where I'm specifically focusing on the AI solutions and value propositions that we have, which span across all of our products. Looking back, I started my career more than 2 decades back. I did my schooling from 3 different Kendriya Vidyalayas, and subsequent to an MBA, I serendipitously got into the telecom industry, into product management initially. Since then, I've had the pleasure of working across product lines like OSS, BSS, sales and distribution, data warehousing, data lakes, and orchestrating multi-million-dollar, even $1 billion ADMS outsourcing deals with large SI. India has about 200 to 300 million 2G connections and feature phones that are still active. On the other end of the spectrum is your 5G connections, and we're already talking about moving to 6G. More than a decade have been investing a lot of effort and money in stopping frauds on the network, the CDR-based frauds, voice-based frauds, etc. And suddenly, this paradigm has shifted. The frauds now are happening off the network, on OTTs like WhatsApp, SMS-based phishing, smishing, etc. So that's a big challenge which the telcos are going through. See, some of the common frauds that we see across the globe are the traditional ones like inbox frauds, IRS, a family of frauds like Wangiri, handset fraud, etc., etc. Machine learning by nature will learn new trends and patterns that are happening or emerging in the world of fraud. And hence, the first point is coverage. It is able to pick out more instances of fraud compared to static thresholds. The second aspect is accuracy. Over a period of time, the machine learning algorithms fine-tune to be able to capture more correct true positives, which has an impact in terms of reducing the false positives, which thereby has an impact in terms of a human analyst or someone doing the whole process of investigating all of these false positives, wasting their time to figure out whether they were true cases or not. So overall, what we have been observing is a serious, significant uptake in terms of coverage and accuracy of fraud detections in this exercise. We are taking that a step forward. Now, even when it comes to the alarms investigation, we are deploying investigation agents to customers where the alarms are picked up and the agent mimics the logical reasoning that a human fraud analyst does in terms of investigating the various steps that are required to finally conclude whether an alarm is a genuine alarm or a false positive. So this is increasing the productivity by more than 7 times, wherein something which a human analyst was taking 15 to 20 minutes after the alarm was allocated to them. So there is a lag or a lead time that is wasted in terms of the alarm getting allocated to someone and then the alarm getting picked up for investigation. So that entire time is getting crunched from hours to less than a minute by AI agents, which are able to do this at scale 24/7. Today, everything from starting to look at raw data, to be able to process it, generate insights out of that raw data, and then take the necessary action that is required to either impact a revenue, impact a cost, or impact a customer experience. That entire life cycle can be made autonomous, which was not possible till as recently as about a couple of years back.
But I think at the pace at which technology is moving right now,
nothing is impossible anymore. So when customers come to us today and ask for something outrageous, we don't say no. We say, given enough budget and time, new possibilities are now possible.